Hey guys, what is up? This is YoMeister238, and today I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different, a little bit fun, a little bit different, just because it's almost New Year's, and I thought it would be fun to post this video just as a kind of a reminder. It's a build I did a long time ago in the year 2014, so almost 5 years ago now, and I thought it would be fun to recreate it. I'm going to put a picture of it in the top left corner of the screen so you guys can see, and I've got a picture for it myself as well for reference. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to recreate it. When I built this, I was so proud of it. This was like one of my first best survival houses I'd ever built. And so I thought it would be fun just to go back and use this terrible, pixelated, awful, oh my gosh, this picture just looks awful. But I'm gonna use that and try to recreate it from that and see what happens. So to start off, it looks like I have got a lot of spruce wood, spruce logs it looks like, and it looks like I got birch wood as well. So I'm gonna start by trying to make like a staircase or something. And there will probably be a lot of pauses. I'm just gonna tell you guys that in advance. With the video and everything, there's gonna be a lot of pauses and a lot of me trying to figure out what the dimensions are and everything. So, because this is gonna be kind of like raw footage, kind of unedited, and just so you guys can see what I do. But yeah, let's start with the staircase. And I'm gonna go with that one staircase, which it looks like I just got 2 logs on either side like that. And then it goes up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So something like that. And I remember when I built this, even though it was 5 years ago, I remember doing this pattern because I thought it looked super cool. Actually, no, I didn't do that. I think I did this for the pattern underneath the stairs. Something like that. This isn't one of my best builds looking back on it, but I thought it would be, I don't know, I thought it would be fun to recreate it. So let's start getting these stairs going up like this. This is what it looked like. Something like this at least, because we got the stairs underneath like that. And I don't know what the interior, unfortunately this is like my only picture that I have of this build, which kind of stinks because I don't know, I really wish I could have gotten the full interior and everything too, but I guess that's kind of what makes it fun too, you know. I don't have a lot of references except this one picture. I guess that is kind of a big reference in all honesty, but it makes it a little bit more challenging. Yeah, they got stair there. I don't know how long this, I remember I was so proud of this. It took me so long to build this in survival mode, but it turned out pretty cool actually. All right, so I think it goes up just 4 like that, and then it has a log that goes up the middle, something like that. I'm not sure, on either side. And then it has 4 staircases going from either side, but I think it's just a big spruce log like that with ladders on top. And I don't know how many ladders there are. Let me try to count that real quick. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like 9. I'm gonna say 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think that's how big it is. Now looking at that, that's actually kind of a little bit bigger than it looks like in the model. I'm gonna take it down just to fit. See, this is the first time I've ever actually worked with just a reference picture. I've never done this before, and it's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little difficult because, you know, it's kind of a blurry, kind of terrible picture, but yeah, we'll just keep going with it and see what happens. Now we just build all this up right here with all the spruce logs. I guess this could be kind of like considered like a tutorial too, if you guys want to watch, because you can just watch the footage and not have to work off the reference photo like I am, and then you guys could just recreate this if you ever wanted to. I don't know if I would necessarily recreate this now just because it's kind of weird. It's got a weird checkered pattern with a little roof on top and just open windows. I don't think I even put any glass panes or anything in this, even though I think there was glass panes back in 2014. I'd have to check. But yeah, I can't believe that I built this 5 years ago. It does feel like an eternity ago, but you know, years almost over, and it's crazy. All right, so now that we got that, I'm gonna try to recreate the 4, I guess we'll call these pedestals of the build. I don't know. Try to build these guys jutting out like this. And we'll see if the height looks right after I get this, because now that we got this kind of in, that looks about the right height. I feel like if we had the birch blocks start going around this area right here, because it is a birch floor, I think that's kind of looking right. Man, I didn't realize what I was getting into when I decided, oh, let's build this thing. I think honestly I might not have enough staircase. I think, which is kind of annoying because I just spent a lot of time building those. But yeah, I think these need to be extended one more out, just a little bit higher, and then I think it will look good. Let's see, so instead of having it just end there, we'll have it right there. That's kind of annoying because I just built all that. But we'll learn from trial and error. You know, this is just kind of a laid back video that I'm doing. This is just kind of a fun thing. I thought, you know, why not like just try to rebuild something I did a long time ago. This was something I was so proud of too, you know? It's kind of fun, actually. So we got these stairs right here going underneath like that. And then I'm gonna build this up right here. Yeah, something, man, I can't even place. There we go. I can't tell you guys how many times I have to redo, like when I'm doing my building tutorials and stuff like that. Oh, and I forgot this right here. Gosh dang it. When I start doing my like building tutorials and all that, I have to do so many takes just because I mess up with the placing of the blocks and it just looks clumsy. And I have to do it over and over and over again. And now we'll have to raise this one up too. I kind of regret doing this now actually, because now I have to build this all up too, and then I'm gonna have to do the other two corners. Gosh dang, this is an extensive build right here. Plus there's a lot of stairs. I remember I build way crazier bases now when I do survival and stuff like that now, just because, I don't know, I put a lot more time into it. But for me, I guess I was 14, as a 14-year-old, I was so proud of this. I put a lot of time and effort into it because, you know, with high school and I guess, well, since I was 14, I was, what, middle school? I don't know. But I know that I don't know, just with all the time you have in high school and stuff, it takes a while to build this type of stuff. And so I was really proud with how this all turned out and everything. I'm also kind of glad to be done with high school too, because that was a nightmare. But yeah, at least it was for me. Maybe for you guys it was pretty good. Comment down below if you guys enjoyed high school. I hated it. Unless you guys aren't even in high school yet. Then you wouldn't know, I guess. Dang, this is turning out to be a lot more tricky than I thought it would be. Maybe one day I'll rebuild this and just kind of like style it. But, you know, since I have more of a skill now, I guess I could like redo it or something. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool if I rebuild this one day. Let's build the ladders up right here. Now we're gonna struggle on and try to build these two sides too. And this is, whew, I don't know why I built it like this. This is tedious. Then again, I don't really know what was going through my head when I was 14 because that was a while ago. I say 14, that's honestly when the photo was put on my phone. It could have been earlier, honestly, because I feel like I built this a long, long time ago when I was like, I guess 2009, 2010, around that time. I feel like 2014, because when I was 14 years old, I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school, and I don't know, I just don't feel like I built this then. I feel like it was a long, long time ago. Let's put the birch stairs there. But yeah, it feels like an eternity ago though when I built this. There we go. So now that we got those three posts in, we can take a step back and just see if it's looking like the photo. And I would say with the added height, it looks a lot more like the photo. I think I did add fence down here, but you can't really see that in the picture that I got. This is kind of going based off of memory too, because I do vaguely remember this because, you know, obviously when you build a survival house, you go into it all the time. You stay up there and you appreciate it, you know, because it's a place where you stay, you organize your chest, you organize your items and all that type of stuff. It's just somewhere you go all the time and you craft stuff up in there. And so I remember there was like a cool tunnel in the middle too, actually. There's a secret cool tunnel, which I'll get to building on later on in the video. But it was kind of like there was trapdoors right here and you could fall down into like a little water part. And then there was a secret tunnel that led into a mushroom biome somewhere. Obviously, I don't have the mushroom biome around in this anywhere, but I'll build the tunnel and I'll try to build that all into. I don't really remember the interior too much, just vague, I don't know. It's all vague in my memory. It's kind of there. But that's why I thought when I saw, you know, the picture, I thought it would be fun to just try to recreate it and see what happens. Okay, so now that we got that, we can build this up right here. There we go. So now we got the 4 staircases going up into the middle. I did like to build symmetric builds, as you guys can see. And now it's time to get some actual birch wood out and try to, I guess, build outwards. I guess these ladders wouldn't be here necessarily. Does that look too? No, these ladders should be right here. And then I should add one more layer like this, because I had trapdoors on each of these things, which I can just build around with the birch like this. And kind of go around like this. There we go. Oops, right there. Messed those up. But yeah, so that's what that should look like. And then if I get trapdoors, which I think at the time they only had oak trapdoors when I was building this. So I'll just put them in the middle like this. That way you can actually get onto the floor. And I will apologize if I I'm kind of sick right now. That's why I got sick on the vacation to Florida, which was kind of terrible, honestly. You know, having to do a 15-hour drive with a cold was just not that fun at all. So I do apologize if my voice sounds a little weird, a little raspy. Okay, so now that we got that though, you can see it goes out. So from, this is the hole right here. This is where the trapdoor would be. So it looks like it goes 1, 2, 3 out. I could be wrong though. It looks like it does that though. So I'm gonna do that for all 3 sides real quick. So that's 1, what is that? 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll add 2 over on this side as well. I guess when I build the square, it'll, you know, be able to see if it looks a little bit more correct to dimensions. So we go over here, and I think I'll just use the fill command because that's always a little bit faster. So let's do that, and then fly over here. Maybe it is faster. I don't know. It's faster when you have like something really, really huge to do, but I always just use the fill command. And that was a terrible idea actually, because I got rid of all this right here. That was not smart. Good job, Mike. Why'd you do that? What the heck? There's that. So I can put my trapdoors here, and then there was a middle on the inside. So if we break that right there, we had boom, 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 boom. All the trapdoors should go down like that. There we go, and kind of like an angle. Okay, so there's that, and that's that part built. And then it goes out one more, and I guess this is where we can be absolutely certain. I think this is you know, with the dimensions because of the checkered pattern. But I think we used spruce planks and spruce blocks throughout this whole thing. I don't know if they had dark oak wood yet, even though the picture looks really, really dark. It looks like, I think it could have just been the quality of the photo. So I'm just gonna go with, the spruce wood all throughout the whole build, and hopefully that's the right, I don't know, color, the right, yeah, color of planks. Okay. So we got 1, 2, I'm just gonna do this real quick and then compare. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, and then we got another birch and then a log. Oh, yep, I did build it 1 too small. So let me take this all down real quick, and I'll put an exterior rim around this real quick, just going around the whole thing. That way we will have the right dimensions. So there's that, and there's that done. Okay, so then on this corner, we still had the spruce plank or spruce log going up. I don't know, that's a spruce log, isn't it? Okay, and then we go spruce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and then we had a spruce log right here going up as well, like that. And yeah, looking at this though, it kind of looks wrong. I don't know, maybe I used spruce planks in the middle. I can't really tell in all honesty, because it looks super, super dark, the wood, and it matches the same color. I think I might have actually used spruce logs right here, which that would have been super tedious. Let me see if this looks more correct though, instead of the spruce planks, because this would have required a lot more material. And maybe that's why I was so proud of it though, because it just took me so long. Here's that, and there's that. And it does look a lot more right. I think I did use spruce logs, which in this case, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the special spruce wood, just so that you can't see the bottom and everything. I think that will make this look a little bit prettier. So I'm gonna replace this real quick. Makes it easier to click too, which is always nice. There's that. Okay, and then we should have on the top, it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so look at that. I did get the dimensions right. There we go. And that actually looks kind of interesting. And then I think what I did is I just want every other block. So if I went over here and start replacing these guys, like that, I'll have another spruce log going up here. Okay, this is turning out kind of cool. This isn't, it's just a weird checkery thing. I feel like that's a style, something we kind of all do when we're kids, is we do that weird, I'm gonna fix that real quick. We do that weird checkered style because we think it makes the build look a lot better. At least for me, I know I thought I did. I thought it made it look just so much cooler and everything, but I don't know. It creates a weird, interesting style. I'm supposed to put these up like that, aren't I? Yeah, because otherwise the logs won't be aligned. Let's do that over here on this last side real quick. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. It still kind of looks cool if you ask me, the checkered pattern. It doesn't look, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. We ran into a problem right here. Haven't we? Oh no, we haven't. I'm so stupid. Look at that. There we go. And log right there. The birch going like this. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the checkered pattern. If you want more realistic builds, obviously you probably shouldn't go with that, but this is just something I did, you know? And I'm trying to recreate it block for block, so I'm just gonna try to get the same pattern going that we had. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's actually starting to come together a little bit. There are torches, let me add those real quick, to the ladders. And it looks like, I'm gonna say it's 2 blocks below. I only got 1 torch there. I'm gonna put one on every single side, kind of like this. Just keep the whole thing symmetric like I have been. Is that symmetric? Yeah. So there's the torches right there, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of coming together. Okay, so then there's 2 blocks in between each of these layers. So I'm gonna extend these posts on either side of the build real quick. Let's build these all up real quickly here. And so there's 2 blocks, and then if we're looking from this angle, so this is the kind of the angle of the photo that I'm kind of looking at the build from, just so you guys know. I'm kind of looking at from this perspective. So that's how I'm gonna build it, and then the rest I'm just gonna kind of guess on, since you can't actually see the rest of the build. So if we go over here and go 2 blocks up, and then we put a spruce log here, spruce log like that, there we go. And then we start crisscrossing the pattern. This is where it gets a little tedious because I don't think I can, there's got to be a better way to press these down. Let me see that real quick. No, not like that. Dang, now this is getting really tedious, isn't it? Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna work with it though. I think this is why it might have been so tedious too, because I remember in the older versions of Minecraft, what you could do, or what you had to do, is you had to place the spruce logs and spruce planks in a very specific pattern. Other words, it wouldn't work, and so that was very, very tedious, really, really annoying to have to try to get it in the right position, because I don't know, just the way you had to click it was just obnoxious, you know? But yeah, so now we're just gonna keep going around with this pattern right here, and I think there's a couple more stories. Dang, this thing is turning out to be kind of big, which is kind of annoying because I hate doing this little pattern right here that you guys have to see me keep doing. This is kind of obnoxious, actually. You know what I'm actually gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a layer down real quick, and then I'll just break that afterwards. This will make it slightly easier. That's probably what I did, is just built dirt scaffolding or something like that. There we go. Look at that, so much easier. You guys were probably screaming at me in the comments to do that anyways, to just add some scaffolding, make it a little bit easier, you know? But yeah, we'll put some scaffolding right here. And then I think it should just go spruce log here, and then we'll start doing the pattern again. This is kind of relaxing. I actually kind of like this, trying to rebuild something I did so long ago. I'm going to save this world too. Typically with all my build worlds, I have a bunch of backup worlds, because you know how when I do my tutorials, there's always kind of a glass background and everything. And that's, I kind of like, I'll have those worlds, I'll build them on my test world first, which you guys have also seen, where I do all my interior decoration designs and everything. So typically I'll build them there, and then I'll just like go onto my test world and delete it. And so I don't have any of those builds, any of my like, you know, tutorials that I've done in the past, I don't have any of those saved. So I think for this world, I'll actually keep this, just because this is something sentimental, you know, it's got a lot of, you know, value and nostalgia attached to it. So I won't delete it like I do with all my other worlds, which will probably be smart. Okay, so now you guys can see though, this is starting to come together. I didn't realize this, but I had very, very long windows. I must have put torches on the inside, because other words, mobs would have been able to spawn right here, and that would have been no bueno. That would have not been good. But yeah, man, this is kind of not safe, and I hate the windows, but I don't know, in a weird way, it kind of fits the build. I don't know. Okay, we're going back to the angle that we started off with when starting this build over here, and it looks like there's a 2 more gap, and then, yeah, just a 2 more gap for a window, so this will be another story right here. And then it starts with, man, it's really blurry in the top left corner. We'll start with a piece of wood right there. Okay, yeah. And then I'll have the scaffolding in place right here real quick. Dang, yeah. This is kind of fun to build this again, though. If you guys, I guess if you guys ever really want to build this, I don't know. This isn't one of the best builds. I wouldn't recommend possibly building this. I mean, it is a kind of cool survival build, and it's very resource expensive because of all the, because of all the logs you use and everything. But if you guys ever want to build it now, here's a video. I'm not explaining everything block for block, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's not too difficult to build. It's just a lot of checkers, a lot of squares, which in my newer builds, you know, that's why I have to do the tutorials for the newer ones that I do, because there's so much geometric things happening. There's so many different roof styles and so many different things jutting out of the house. And that's kind of what makes houses look a little bit more realistic, if you ask me, is having that little bit of different texture, you know, making the house kind of pop out. No house is going to be just purely square, which is obviously what I did in this. I just made it square and added checkers, hoping that would add some detail. But yeah, no house in real life is just a perfect square. If you guys ever do see a house that's just a perfect square, you should totally send me like a picture of it or something. That would be hilarious to look at. I could probably honestly look it up or just Photoshop something like that. That'd be a pretty easy thing to Photoshop, honestly. Just a square house. That wouldn't be too bad at all. Okay, so now we got this pattern going like this though. I think the interior floors I also did, because this is an older picture of the house, and I know later on I did add more stuff. Like, because right now in the picture you can see that the bottom of the house, like this part right here, is just pure birch planks, but eventually I did make that checkered too. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in this house or not, because it's already got a lot of checkered stuff going on, but I know that I made it like a checker of coal, what was it? It was like coal ore, and I checkered the whole bottom thing. It looked kind of interesting. It was interesting house for sure. Okay, so in each corner, we got this going up right here. And then we have, it looks like it goes just 3 blocks out, kind of like that on either side. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And I think the reason, I don't really remember. I think the reason I did that though, in each corner of the house, was because, that's 1, 2, 3. I think it was because I actually had jacuzzis on the top, if I remember correctly. I could remember wrong. This could be the wrong thing I'm building right here, because it was a very long time ago, but I think that's what I actually did, was jacuzzis. And, oop, that was terrible. That was a nightmare to look at. Honestly, this whole thing is kind of a nightmare to look at though. It's all very checkered-y, and that kind of hurts the eyes too. That's one reason I stay away from that. Am I doing this right? Yeah, there we go. That's kind of one reason I stay away from the checkered patterns as much as possible, just because it kind of hurts your eyes when you look at it for too long. I don't know. Especially if you go from, look, if we go from a distance right here, it just looks a little, I don't know, checkery, I guess. All right, so there's that though. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sweet. So now we're just gonna build the floors real quick, which I think I used to just do block floors. And to save the hassle of me filling all this in, I'm just gonna use the fill command right here. So let's fill this in real quick with birch. Let me see if I can get that right. Birch planks, if I can type. There we go. So we filled that in. And then I think I'll do the same thing up here. So /fill, tab, tab, tab. I hate that. Sometimes when you're trying to do the fill command and you tab the numbers, it just does the, I don't even know what it's called, the like little colon thing. I don't know why it does that too, but tab, tab, tab. There we go. Birch underscore planks. There we go. So now we got the floors in as well, and you can see this is what it's turning out to look like. It kind of looks the same. I don't know. There's something different. There's something I feel like off about it. This probably, if I get the right angle, it probably would look the same and everything, but it just looks a little bit different. The birch maybe looks a little bit brighter, and that could have been because actually the textures were changed and everything. So that could have definitely been the reason behind that. So now we're just going to kind of be winging it. That sounded really weird when I said that. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of wing it though and do the interior and do the best I can do. I don't really know how it went up like this right here, because I know, I don't think I might have had planks going up the middle. I can't really see because of the angle of the picture. I think I might have done something like this though. And then I had an entrance going into, because this was a tunnel right here, and at the very bottom you could fall into water. So I think it might have been something like this. I don't know. From here we're just kind of, from now on we're kind of winging it. But then, see? No. Okay, I do remember. I remember I had ladders on each of these posts right here going up like this. Something like that. And then I had this going up through the whole build, obviously. I had planks like this going on the top, or logs. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. I don't think I put doors in there too, because I don't remember any doors. This is where it gets really challenging, because honestly, the reference is the only thing I really remember about this house. Everything else is super blurry. I probably had like a chest room and stuff like that, you know, just stuff you do in the survival and your typical survival world, but I just don't remember any of this. Maybe we could just put these trapdoors going like this. Very geometric build too, I've noticed. There's no deviation from the geometric shape. Maybe if I put logs here, that will look a little bit nicer. I guess this is all kind of up to interpretation from this point on. We'll just keep building this up and stick with the same pattern that we did down there, just because consistency is always nice in a build. If you have a build that's super inconsistent, just super random and all over the place, it doesn't look good. It looks terrible. Okay, so we'll build these ladders up like this though, going up on each side of the little wood entrance thingy, I guess. And then we'll have trapdoors at the top as well, which, let's see if I can just get these right from up here. That's the nice thing about geometric builds. You can predict where the trapdoors are going to be placed and all this stuff like that. So we'll have that there, here. We'll build that right there. And again, I think for the sake of consistency, I'm just going to build this up here. Nah, that doesn't look good. I'll keep this all birch right here. Then again, the trapdoors don't look really good either. I think I might have had a middle jacuzzi as well. I think I had like 4 jacuzzis because, you know, you can never go wrong with too many jacuzzis, you know? Come to think of it, this doesn't look very correct from how I had it in my mind when I was younger. I don't think I had this like this. But again, we're just winging it. We're just winging it. That's what we're doing. Maybe I could add some signs or something to make this look kind of cool. Like if we had signs right here, both angled the right way. I don't know, it kind of looks like, I don't know. No, you know what? Let's get just get gates. We'll get some spruce fence gates and put those so that you don't accidentally go in the middle or something. Maybe I'll get rid of the trapdoors too and just have ladders going up like this instead. Huh. I really wish I could find this this world that I did so long ago, but it's just totally lost. It's gone. It's I built this thing so long ago that trying to find this world, it's just not even possible. You know, I don't think we even have the same computer that we used when I built this world a long time ago. But it would be cool if I could find the exact thing, so I could just have the exact thing on this world. That'd be really cool. Let me fly up here. I do remember, okay, I did put jacuzzis, and I do remember that. So I think it was just, I think what I did is I kept up with the checkered pattern, I think, maybe. And I filled this up right here so that there would be water on top and it wouldn't drip through. Because I remember that was one thing that really annoyed me, was the water dripping. And then I think I had fence gates like this. This is looking like what I would have done, maybe. I don't know. I was kind of had a different mind back then because I was younger. And then I just had water like that. Oh, that is hideous looking. That is so terrible. Man, that is, I know that is what I did though. That's what I did in this build, was this awful looking, oh, it's so weird. I guess we'll just keep going with it though, you know, because why not? It's this build, you know? This is what I did when I was younger, so it's nothing to be ashamed of, you know, even though I kind of am ashamed of it, but this is what I did. I feel like it's kind of cool to look back on this though too, because it's been so long since, you know, I played and built these type of things in Minecraft and stuff, and I don't know. I'm kind of rambling on, aren't I? Let's put water in this jacuzzi here. Fill that up right there. Then we'll get our birch wood and keep the pattern going. So I think what I would do is I'd spruce logs there, and there, and the birch wood, and just fill this up with the birch wood in the middle like this. Then I'd have that go up to birch like this, put the spruce fence gates. We'll have the stairs go down. I really like my jacuzzis, I guess. I don't know why. This is the ugliest part about the whole thing, is the fence gates. But I guess we're going to stick with it just because I do remember doing this. This is the one part I actually do remember. Everything else I'm kind of guessing on. But this I do remember specifically building it this way, the way I'm doing it right now. So then we can put these fence gates down with the spruce stairs. And then we got the water right here. And I don't know what I should do with the middle right here though, because I don't remember the middle part. I think what I might have done is I just had another jacuzzi in the middle, but that would seem a little bit much. You know what? Heck, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it because why not? You know, we put that right there and there, because if you have too many jacuzzis, you can never have too many jacuzzis. You know, it always makes a build look good having those in, even though I never do those now. I typically don't put jacuzzis in my house anymore. Actually, I did add a pool in that one modern tutorial that I did. If you guys haven't seen that, you should totally check it out. It's on my building playlist somewhere, but yeah, it was a pretty good build. That modern build took me so long to build too. So we'll put this right here. We'll fill all this in with birch. There we go. That's 4 or 5 jacuzzis. Man, I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jacuzzis right there. And that is looking very nice. So many jacuzzis. And the best part about it is that it doesn't drip unless we do this, because then I think you should see the drip particles coming down. Yep, there it is. And the top left corner. There we go. So there's that. We've got all the jacuzzis on top, and that's looking very awesome, I guess. Kind of looks weird, but you know, it's what I did. It's what I did. And I'm not proud of what I did, but you know. All right, for the torches, or I think we're gonna build up the bedroom now, which I'm gonna use my purple beds. I probably used red beds because that was the only thing we could use back then, but I'll put some purple beds there. We'll get some furnaces going across right here. So something like that, maybe a chest, or an ender chest. Let's do an ender chest. And then we'll also do an anvil. This is what I would have done because these were the necessities, obviously. And I just got rid of my ender chest too, didn't I? Oh, that's annoying. There's the ender chest right there. Then we can just put some other things around the base to decorate it a little bit. I guess we'll put some chests because obviously you need some storage. So we'll put this right here. And I don't think you could put chests next to each other like this in the version that I was playing, because this was an older version that I was playing. It was really, really old. I don't remember though. I could be wrong, but I'll just put some chests going around like this. This is probably what I would have done maybe. I honestly don't remember the interior at all, so this is just me guessing and everything. It'd be really cool if I built this again sometime in like a future video or something, and I just tried to make it look a lot more crisp and clean, you know? I think that would be fun to just try to make it look really nice and go away with a checkered pattern, but have the kind of same structure. All right, and up here, we'll just make this a chest room. That'd be really cool to do though. We can have these chests right here. It was kind of simplistic back then though, you know? I feel like if you guys go back to your previous worlds too, if any of you guys have them saved or pictures or anything, a lot of your builds when you're younger are just very simplistic, and there's not a lot of detail to them. A lot of them are just boxes and just kind of ordinary looking shapes and stuff, and it just doesn't have that much oomph to it, you know? But this is looking kind of what I would have done. This is honestly probably about the house almost finished and everything. Maybe we could add some, I don't know, honestly. This is kind of what the house would have looked like right here, just with the chest going around the whole thing. Maybe I would have added some carpet in. I don't know if we had carpet back then. But this is really what the house would have looked like, just like that. And then there is one thing I should do. If I come up here and go up this ladder real quick and go over here, I would have had, oop, not a chest right there. I would have had water at the bottom of this though, which I'll dig down just a little bit deeper just so we can go into the ground. Man, I don't know if this is too dark for you guys to see. I'm gonna get some torches real quick. I would have added torches too to light the thing up too, so you could actually see what you were doing. Put all down here, and we'll get these logs going all the way down like this. Because I remember I had this cool secret tunnel. This is how I always got to my nether portal. I had a tunnel that went into, because I was right next to a mushroom biome. And so I'd have a tunnel that went to the mushroom biome, which was kind of long. I had a minecart rail and everything going into it. And then I had my nether portal at the very end. So I had a tunnel kind of like this. I think it was 3 blocks tall. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna have it 2 blocks tall. And it just went something like this. So if you guys are recreating this is what I did. I had a tunnel going like this with the minecart in the tunnel. I don't remember what the material was made of. It was probably just something like spruce wood or spruce logs and planks. But yeah, it went something like that. And then I would have also lit this whole thing up too, obviously, because I wouldn't want mobs spawning on my beautiful, beautiful checkered, odd-looking base. I don't even know what this looks like. You guys should comment down below if you guys know what this shape reminds you of, if anything, you know? And then I probably had some torches going around here like this. That's probably what I would have done. You can't really see it on the other logs because in the picture, if you look at the very left corner, I don't know, you just don't see a torch there. So I don't know what I might have put torches up here in the middle if I did do something like this. And that's what I might have done for all the lighting, just so that you couldn't see it from the outside. But for the sake of this video and this tutorial, I'll put them here. I don't know if this is mob proofed or not. If you guys are building this in your own world, you guys will have to mob proof it yourself because I don't know what the dimensions are. Maybe I could put some torches just around this corner right here. But yeah, that is about my base completed. Let me go down to the corner that I used as a reference. I'll clear my inventory real quick. And right there, I think if we go down right about here, a little up, maybe out a little bit. There you go, look at that. Recreated it from this blurry picture in the past. And I think it looks kind of cool, actually. It looks interesting. For little me, this was a huge feat. I did add a lot more detail and a lot more details to it afterwards, but I don't have, you know, the picture of it when it was finished. I ended up accidentally losing this world somehow. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was me recreating something from the past, and I thought this would be fun just for New Year's, since New Year's is right around the corner. I think it might actually be the day this video comes out. I'm not totally sure. I kind of pre-recorded this because of Florida, because of my vacation and everything. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this. It was just me having fun recreating this house that I did in Minecraft. And comment down below what you guys think it looks like, because it looks kind of strange. I can't tell what it looks like. It looks weird. It almost looks like a Geometry Dash character that they would have had or something like that. But yeah, and if you guys want to rebuild this, and send pictures of it to me, but like updated and looking cool, that'd be awesome too, But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I hope you guys really did like this video. If you guys stay tuned, I will be releasing some newer videos, like more tutorials on stuff that actually looks decent, not this. This looks all right. This looks interesting. That's what I'll say, interesting. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And of course, don't forget to enjoy playing Minecraft, guys. I hope you guys have a new fun, happy New Year's. It's already here. I can't believe it. 2019's up. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoy the next decade, the next year, the next month. Every day you got to enjoy it, because you don't have much time anyways. That's kind of a somber thing to say. But yeah, happy New Year's to everyone, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And with that said, enjoy, as I always say.